Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video I have some sad news for you. I don't know if you guys will have heard this yet, the internet's all the rage talking about it, because it is a big deal. If you're in the Five Nights at Freddy's community, this is probably one of the biggest news stories that's ever hit the fandom, because the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon, has decided that it's time for him to retire and step down as the leader of creative decisions for the franchise. I first got into Five Nights at Freddy's years ago when it was first out, but I didn't play it. I was like you guys watching YouTubers like Markiplier play it, and it wasn't until Five Nights at Freddy's 3 where I finally decided to buy a Five Nights at Freddy's game and start playing it for myself. And I didn't love every Five Nights at Freddy's game ever made. Some of them hit with me, some of them don't, but you know, there's some really great games in there, and every single one of them was full of this creativity and energy and quirkiness that Scott always brought to his games. He was a really creative, fun guy with a great sense of humor that brought a lot of energy to his games and wasn't afraid to try new things even if they didn't always work. So I think the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise won't be the same without him. It's actually going to be a very different sort of animal, so to speak. Before we get too far into this video and I start to talk about what I think it means for the future of the franchise, I do want to read you Scott's letter. This is a letter he posted on his official site, scottgames.com, so you can go read it there for yourself. He says, "Before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art." Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologise to anyone that I've somehow missed. Someday when I have a bigger living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling and rich career. I've been shown great kindness, and I've tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games. Let the debate ensue. And I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fanbase on the planet. But here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realised that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series, and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realised that I miss a lot of the things I got to focus on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids, I miss doing it just for fun, and I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All of this to say that I am retiring. I have been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness shown to me has been surreal. Is this the end of FNAF? No, this just means that someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing and someone that I trust. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly. They are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spending my time making things for them. I only ask that my fanbase respect my decision. I will still be around, just not in the same capacity I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, what wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much, and see you on the flip side. And we've got a piece of art there as well from an unnamed fan who was 8 years old who sent that to Scott, and he's posted that a random piece of artwork from a fan in his goodbye letter to the community, and I think that's kind of really sweet there. I think, you know, this is very sad, it's very bittersweet. On one hand, Scott is getting to retire and have an early retirement because he's made a lot of money through Five Nights at Freddy's and spend the time making games for his children and, you know, spending more time with his family and essentially enjoying the later half of his life. I mean, everyone would retire early if they could, right? This is like a dream. So I am happy for Scott that he gets to do that and gets to end it on his own terms, so to speak. On the other hand, it's sad that he won't be creating Five Nights at Freddy's games directly anymore because he does bring a certain flavour and feel to his games that I think another studio probably would have a hard time replicating. And I think if he does sell the franchise to a different company so that they can make games in the future, that probably won't come for quite some time. So after Security Breach, there's probably going to be a little hiatus in between when official Five Nights at Freddy's stuff comes out, and this is where the fan base is going to have to take over. We've got all these amazing, you know, fan game creators working away on their passion projects. We've got these amazing artists doing this great artwork, and of course musicians making music, people contributing all sorts of different stuff to the Five Nights at Freddy's community. We've got content creators like myself that like to make videos on it, and obviously you've got people like Dorco who's like really into Five Nights Nights at Freddy's and puts on charity streams themed around the game, and Scott obviously donates a lot of money to those. And I think Scott will still be around for stuff like that. I think this is just a goodbye in terms of his creative process making the games, and he'll probably just go back to the business side. But for me, Five Nights at Freddy's has been one of the biggest parts of my horror gaming career. It certainly put me on the map on YouTube along with some other games, and so I'm forever grateful for, Scott creating something that's allowed me to have a career doing what I do here on YouTube and making content around Five Nights at Freddy's for you guys. It just does bum me out a little bit that he's now stepping away, as I think it does for all of us. I mean, some people are genuinely really upset about this, and while it hasn't affected me as much as some other people, it's definitely made me feel a bit sad. And so I just want to say a big thank you to Scott for all the games he's created, all the joy he's brought to people, and all the good he has done for the community over the years. This is the end for Five Nights at Freddy's in terms of what Scott Cawthon does, but it's the beginning of the next chapter. I know this community is going to keep Five Nights at Freddy's going. I know that there will be a studio that takes over, whether that's Steelwall or a different studio that Scott gives the rights to and allows to make probably bigger budget games than he's been making in the past. It will continue, it will just be different, and the fans will probably fill in the gaps and pick up a lot of the slack until the more mainline games start to come out down the road. But with that said, guys, this has just been a quick video just to sort of talk about the big news that Scott's retiring and say thank you to him, and also just let you know about my content. It won't be changing too much. I'll still be making Five Nights at Freddy's content and supporting the franchise. It's just the creator isn't going to be involved anymore. And so send him some love, send him some well wishes. And with that said, I think that's about, this is a big video. This is a kind of a video I don't think I'll be making today, so I don't really know what else there is to say. Just be kind, spread love, not hate, and look out for one another. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button, comments down below, let me know what you think of this situation, and of course subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see you all on the next one.